Hi, welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. This week will be the last gadget report for April because I will be taking 2 weeks off in April. I have a few things going on. There's also a few public holidays coming up, so I won't be able to be here with you. I'm taking 2 weeks off from YouTube, and therefore you won't have your gadget reports in the next 2 weeks. But that does not mean that our last report for April is not a very interesting one. In fact, I'm very proud of this last report for April because it is something that makes me really, really, really excited, and I know it will make you too. So, this report will be about a memorandum of understanding that was signed between a French um, aircraft maker Airbus and the Australian company Fortescue Future Industries for the production of aircraft fueled by hydrogen. This is seriously interesting. This is very, very exciting. So stick around for another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And let's talk environmentally friendly gadgets. These ones are special. As I said, I'm very excited about this. When I read it, this is an article on the world of aviation. And when I read this article, I thought straight away I'm going to make a video about this because it is really something special. And we all know, and I've been talking about this before, aviation is doing a great job trying to reduce their carbon emissions and trying to produce aircraft that are more fuel efficient and environmentally friendly. I have already made a few videos about this. Some airlines have teamed up as well to produce aircraft and to develop the technology of SAF, sustainable aviation fuel. But this is a brand new technology. It's something that it's just coming up now. And Fortescue Future Industries is one of the pioneers in this industry. They are really keen in developing this as a source of energy. And it's great that they are now teaming up with Airbus to produce aircraft that will be run on hydrogen. As I said, the article is there. I will leave the link below so you can read it. I have my notes as always. And this is something that really, just by talking about it, you can see my excitement because I'm really excited about this. So the idea is to develop this industry. They have signed the memorandum of understanding, these two companies, and the idea is to produce Airbuses, hydrogen fuel Airbuses by 2035. This is spectacular news. The company obviously will be studying all the aspects of developing this technology and applying this technology to aviation, both in terms of hydrogen regulations, supply infrastructure, and obviously everything regarding to the fueling of for aviation, how to do this and obviously produce the hydrogen that is fit for aviation. We all know that there's a lot of regulation and a lot of requirements because it's a very special environment. An aircraft is a very special environment, and when you are dealing with an aircraft, you have to reduce the volatility of the components of the aircraft and everything you put in it, because you have a lot of people there, and there's no escape basically if something goes wrong. It's very dangerous. So that's why you need to study everything, all the possible things that can go wrong, etc. So you can develop the technology in a way that is fit for aviation, that is fit to use in aircraft, and have them all environmentally friendly, flying in the air, and really it's something that really fills up my heart with joy, honestly. So this is what is happening. It's a very positive outlook for aviation. I've seen this before. This has been happening for quite a while. That aviation is working, actively working to get more environmentally friendly and come up with solutions, not only with fuel efficient aircraft, because obviously if they consume less fuel, they will be having less emissions, but not only reducing the fuel and will reduce emissions, but obviously if you can produce a type of fuel that also will lead to zero emissions, that will be ideal. That will be the goal for everyone, because our goal is actually zero emissions. So this is really new, and hydrogen, as I said, Fortescue Future Industries has been a pioneer in this industry. They are developing this hydrogen technology. It's been quite big news in Australia and obviously around the world, I believe. And now this one was another aspect of this whole hydrogen technology, which is applying this technology, applying this new source of energy to aircraft. The chairman of Fortescue Future Industries, Dr. Andrew Forrest, said in the article, he said that the time is now for a green revolution in the aviation industry. This exciting collaboration brings together leaders in the aviation industry with leaders in the green energy for a better, greener, cleaner future. I couldn't agree more with Dr. Andrew Forrest. I think when we really get people with entrepreneurial minds and with vision for the future, when we get these people, these entrepreneurs together, we can achieve big. And sometimes you don't even need the politicians, you can do it yourself. And we can see this happening around the world, where industries around the world are actually actively working to reduce their carbon emissions and doing something for the planet. And this is a great and an extraordinary example of this happening. So this is very good. This is a very, very brighter future for aviation, both with SAF. I have already made a few videos about this with some airlines like KLM, United Airlines, etc., helping develop sustainable aviation fuel, usually called SAF. And now this is a new technology, and Boeing embraced this technology, and they want to produce aircraft that can be run by hydrogen. So this is the next step for aviation, and I think it's a great step for aviation. I think it's a great step for our world and for our environment, because at the end of the day, we all want to achieve zero emissions, and if we all do our fair share, we will get there quicker. And this is amazing. And that's all in this last gadget report for April. I hope you are as excited as I am about this news. I'm honestly, and I think you can see, I'm so excited about this. This is really something very positive. And I hope you liked. Obviously, if you know anything more about this, and if you can add to this video, please leave a comment below. I'll be very happy to hear from you. Or if you have another opinion, or if you know about another technology, maybe there is another technology being developed in your country, and you know about something else, just please add. The more we know about these things, the better. The more we share these messages and we share this news, and this kind of initiative become more mainstream, and people really see the goodness that is happening, and what industries and what actually the industries themselves are doing for the planet, and to do something about this, the more we understand the importance of fighting climate change and the importance of reducing carbon emissions. We all need to do something about this. Obviously, it won't happen overnight. I don't think it will. But if we do our little bit by bit, every day, I think we might be able to get there quicker. And sometimes I know around the world, sometimes we don't have the support of politicians, but we can see sometimes we don't even need the support of politicians, because if we have industries and if we have companies and entrepreneurs, just like Dr. Andrew Forrest and Boeing and Airbus and all these companies that have been working together in order to reduce emissions in aviation, and in other sectors this has been happening as well. We can achieve things without the politicians, and I think that's the greatness of things, is that you really want, when you want to change, you can actually do it. Again, please share the video with your friends. Just spread the message. I think this is a great message. This is great news to be spread around and to reach everyone in this planet. And obviously, share your experience if you know anything about this, or if you have another idea. If in your country or in your city, even just in your household, you are doing something for the planet, you have an initiative in your own household, or if you are an entrepreneur and you implemented some measures in your own company, please share with us. It's always important to know about these things. As I said, the plan is to get climate change a mainstream thing, but not in a negative. I think sometimes it has a bad rap because of what sometimes happen, and the misinformation that sometimes happens about this. But if we really show the good things that have been done to fight climate change, I think we can get people on board, and people can see that it's actually possible. Put fossil fuels aside and start using alternative options that are still valid, that are still good, and create jobs, still have industries running, etc., creating jobs, and having a greener planet and air to breathe, which is what we all want. So, share, put a like in the video, and subscribe the channel with a click on the bell so you get a notification for a new gadget report every week. As I said, in the next few weeks you won't have your gadget report because I'll be off YouTube for these next 2 weeks, but I'll be back in May with more news, more gadget reports, and more gadgets, of course, because I love my gadgets. So have a wonderful rest of April. Enjoy this month, and see you in May. Thank you so very much for watching. See you. Bye.